Hello there. So, I am in London. I am near the Wanstead Flats, and that's about as much I can offer you geographically. So since my last video diary, I was in Barcelona and I had so much fun. It was so great. The climbing there is unreal. The descending there is unreal. It's just absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. I did not make it to the beach. Believe it or not, I don't own a swimsuit, something that I really need to remedy. I think this is the second time in my life I have not owned a swimsuit, and I travel so much it's ridiculous that I don't have one. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that, but I did a lot of riding and it was really amazing. So the first day, no, the first day was like a kind of a shock to the system, because it was like, oh, so we're doing this amount of climbing for this week. I got it now. And then the second day I went out on a group ride with my friend Marty, who I was staying with, and it was a really nice group. But along the way, I ran over a broken glass bottle, and slashed my tire, like completely destroyed my tire, and I'm running tubeless. And if it was not like the biggest gash in the world, I could have just, you know, put some more air in it, kept it moving, but the tire was done. And so I slashed my tire, and then I fell, and I've got a little guy on my shoulder here now, which is fantastic, but that's pretty much the worst of it. I'm okay. My tire was not, but somebody had a tire at home and they lived nearby, and so they went home and they got it for me, and we were able to finish the ride, and it was great. It was like a 70-mile day, 8-mile day, I don't remember, but it was fun. It was super fun. My friend Marty's girlfriend is from San Gregorio, which is near Girona, and we went there and spent some time with her family, and it was really amazing. I think the best part of like traveling the way I do is that I get to spend a lot of time with people in their like natural habitat, and I really enjoy spending like visiting new places in that way, because I feel like you get a better grasp of what the culture is like, which I find way more fascinating than just seeing the sights. So yeah, I got to spend time with their family and have like a traditional Catalonian dinner, although I have recently stopped eating meat. But her mom was gracious enough to make us spinach tofu and an eggplant tofu, which was actually really good. And I'm not super into tofu, so I was very surprised by that. Yeah, but it was really cool spending time with their family, and from their balcony I could see actual planets. It's so clear out there that you can see planets with your naked eye. I didn't have a telescope, so I saw, I believe, Mercury, and I saw Jupiter, and they look like stars from Earth, you know, like without a telescope, but it was really cool. I was so fascinated, and it was really fun watching the family interact. I don't really speak Spanish, but I know enough French that I could pick up on some words. They actually speak Catalan, because, you know, I was in Catalonia, so I was able to understand a little bit, and there were a lot of really fun discussions about, you know, the language. And my friend Marty speaks several languages. Catalan is one that he's learning. He speaks Spanish really well, but he is like learning Catalan, so there was a lot of that going on, and it was really cool to, you know, just have that experience. So we went back to Barcelona after that and just did some more really great riding. Marty took me for a nice little tour. The day before that, I was just following my Garmin, like a Strava route, one of the recommended Strava routes, and then I made a friend along the way and followed him around, caught a flat, went to a bike shop, and it was great. Everyone was just really nice. And yeah, so I don't know all the places I went, but everyone made sure that I went to the top of Tíbido, and so I did that, and that's probably the only name of a climb that I remember. But I had a lot of fun in Barcelona. And so now I'm in London. I got here on Wednesday, and today is Friday. And Wednesday was a very long, hard travel day. I think where I lost steam was the passport line, which was just so long. But I was behind a man who was wearing leather socks and sandals, and that was very entertaining. And there's a fun little Twitter thread on that if you follow me I suppose. But yeah, so I'm now in London. Yesterday I went for a ride. I tried to ride in the morning, and the travel just caught up with me, and I spent most of my time looking for a bike shop because I've had 4 flats this week. At that point I'd only had 3, but I was not going to go out without a tube and another CO2 cartridge. So I found a tube and a CO2 cartridge, came home, ate some food, regrouped, and then went back out for my ride. And along the way, I was following my Garmin, and I came upon a really nasty car crash. And so the officer would not let me through, which would not be a problem if I had any idea where I was. But I found myself trying to figure out how to get back on track. And there was another cyclist who was commuting from London to somewhere. And we joined forces and went through this like back road footpath thing. It was like an underpass and like all this like prickly brush, and I like scraped up my legs. It was great. And then it was like an open farm. I don't know, but we found the road. So here we are. Great. And so today I'm going out for another long ride. I haven't picked my route yet, but that should be fine. And that has been my trip so far. I'm really looking forward to the talk on Monday night at Look Mom No Hands at 7 p.m. With Jools Walker. It's gonna be super awesome. Last year was great, and I know this year is gonna be just as wonderful, if not better. Saturday I'm gonna take the class, the bike building class at at London Bike Kitchen, and the wheel building class, not bike building, wheel building class. And then I'm gonna go to the Assos Women's League and maybe compete. I have to figure out how to register for that. Someone sent me a link, so I'm gonna look into that today. I'm thinking about doing the Crystal Palace crit on Tuesday night. Cut it kind of close with my flight on Wednesday morning, but we'll see. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun weekend. Gonna get to see some old friends, and I'm really excited about that. I wanted to give a special thank you to Marty and Kike from Favela Frama for letting me stay in their apartment for my time in Barcelona. It was fantastic, and if you don't know about Favela Frama, check them out. They're pretty cool. I'll put the link on that below. A few things to mention. The Giro Rosa video is live on my YouTube channel, so go check that out. I think it came out really cool. There's not a whole lot of context, but basically I was in the team car all day and just kind of recording what I saw from the team car. I've been working with a coach from Carmichael Training Systems, and they wanted to let you know that they are offering a free trial of coaching. And so I've been working with them for about exactly a month now. I started working with them a week before Harlem, and I think it's going really great. I'm gonna put the link below in the description, and I'll also put the link on how to register for the Look Mom No Hands talk with Jools. Carmichael Training Systems is running a 30-day free coaching trial promotion until July 29th for new CTS Carmichael Training System athletes. So if I have friends and fans who are interested in trying coaching, that would be you if you're interested. This is the best time to give it a shot. You can sign up at any of the 6 or 12 month coaching package levels and get the first month for free. And you also have the option to cancel in the first 30 days if you decide it's not for you. So that's very low risk, and I think working with a coach is a very good thing, especially as someone with anxiety. I never know if I'm doing the right thing. Oh, I wanted to give some insight into some of my favorite travel things. I guess the most important thing I have here is my phone plan. So I I just have Project Fi. It's a Google-based phone plan. I don't really know where it's available, but a friend taught me about it when I lived in California, and I love it because I had AT&T before, and we were paying like $300 a month when we would go over, or for whatever reason, for 2 people. But right now, I think the most I've paid is like 120 bucks when I'm like data crazy, and sometimes I get data crazy. So if you, and the best part is that when you go international, like where I am now, I still have access to my data at the same rates and my text messaging is free, which is super helpful for communicating. And the data is really great when you come upon a fatal car accident and you need to re-navigate using Google Maps. And so I'm not freaking out about the cost of data to figure out my life. So that's really helpful. I'll put a referral link in the comments, in the details below, as well in the description box. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out if you're looking for a better phone plan solution. I think it starts at, the rate is like 20 or 30 bucks for the base. Maybe it's 20 for the base. I don't remember. It's one of those. It's super cheap, and then $10 per gig of use, and whatever you don't use, they refund. I'm not sponsored by them. I just really love this service. I think it's great. The only downside, which that's up to you if it's a downside, is you can't have an iPhone. They don't support iPhones. They're very specific about the phones that you can use, but it's totally been worth it to me. And the other thing is, this is one of my favorite pieces of kit, I guess. It's a Mission Workshop Merino hoodie, but it's like the perfect amount of warm and the perfect amount of cool for like this kind of London weather. And I keep it with me every time I travel because I don't really bring a whole lot of stuff, and I guess I can show you what I do bring at some point. But yeah, this guy, fantastic, and I'll put the link to it below as well. So yeah, if you had any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them, and be sure to check out the links that I've included. If you're in London, catch me and Jools at Look Mum on Monday, and maybe I'll run into you otherwise. All right, follow me at all of the places at I Suppose on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and please, please, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss a thing. All right, bye.